Look at a domestic cat relaxing on a mantelpiece or sleeping on the sofa, and it is easy to assume they are entirely removed from nature. They have adapted their behavior to the comfort of human homes, mastering the art of the indoor lifestyle. But beneath that soft coat, their biology tells a different story. Genetically, the cat in your lap is virtually identical to Felis sylvestris libica, the African wildcat. This specific ancestor evolved thousands of years ago in dry, arid environments. Looking at these vast dunes, you'll notice a complete absence of standing water like lakes or streams. Because water was scarce, these felines developed a unique survival adaptation. They have an extremely low natural thirst drive. Instead of seeking out water to drink, they evolved to extract all the hydration they needed directly from the moisture-rich bodies of the mice and birds they hunted. When your cat snubs the fresh water bowl you set out for them, they are following a lingering survival mechanism that tells them they should be getting their water from their food. This instinct creates a mismatch when paired with modern diets. This side-by-side diagram illustrates the core issue. A biological prey model consists of 75% water, while standard dry kibble contains a mere 10%. Over a full day, this 65% moisture deficit creates a widening gap in the cat's internal hydration levels. Because their ancient biology fails to trigger a strong urge to drink, they rarely make up for that missing moisture by visiting the water bowl. They lack the behavioral instinct to consume enough supplemental water to close this gap. Feeding a cat a strict diet of dry kibble forces their body into a state of chronic, low-grade dehydration. This diagram overlays wet food's nutritional profile onto the wildcat silhouette. Containing 75% moisture, it replicates ancient prey and bypasses the cat's broken thirst drive. Dietary water floods the digestive tract, enters the circulatory system, and flushes the urinary tract, washing away hazardous minerals. Without this regular flushing, those minerals can form blockages and urinary crystals, a severe issue that has been a focus of feline veterinary medicine for decades. Daily wet food ensures the digestive process functions as a systemic flush, keeping the cat's internal plumbing clear of obstructions. Chronic dehydration stresses feline kidneys. To conserve minimal water in the body, the kidneys are forced into overdrive, working to hyperconcentrate the urine. Consistent moisture intake reduces this mechanical burden, lowering long-term tissue damage in the kidneys. These pie charts highlight a secondary benefit. The first shows the high carbohydrate load of dry kibble, while the second reveals wet food's higher protein ratio. Transitioning to the feline graph, removing carbohydrates prevents blood sugar spikes, stabilizing their metabolism into a predictable baseline. A routine wet food diet supports the two systems most likely to fail as a cat ages: renal function and metabolic weight. Cats on a high moisture routine typically maintain leaner muscle mass, higher energy levels, and better long-term renal function. Providing wet food is not about giving your pet a luxury. It is a return to their biological baseline. Aligning feeding habits with the cat's ancient evolutionary requirements closes the gap between their biology and modern domestic life, adding years of healthy function to their most vulnerable systems.